7:35 on your Thursday. It is -2 in downtown Kirkland Lake, as we say. Good morning and welcome aboard and Happy New Year to Coach Marc Lafleur this morning.
Good morning, guys.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to both of you.
He has returned.
Yes. So other than the video of Ethan playing hockey,
Yeah. Yes.
what else did you do that was fun? This is indoor hockey too. What else did you do that was fun over the Christmas holidays?
Over the Christmas holidays. Recruited.
Doesn't sound like too much.
Recruited.
Doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun.
Recruited. Tried to
Okay.
tried to figure out this lineup thing.
Okay. So, speaking of the lineup thing, couple of changes of late.
Yeah.
Sam Oden's gone to Rayside Balfour.
Yes, he is.
And according to Facebook, Jamie Lozon has decided to sign with Baie-Comeau Drakkar in the queue.
Yeah, he had a very good camp at the Team East.
Right.
At the Team East evaluation camp, actually had a terrific camp, and
Well, we should tell the story. He made that team, and then he broke his hand, which is why he didn't play, right?
that's what the
you're
word
on
is out there.
You're on the coaching staff.
That's what the
Come
word is
on
out
now.
there.
Nah.
That's what the word is out there, and so anyways, a lot of people saw him and were very interested. One of them being Baie-Comeau, and he was already protected, I believe, by them.
Oh,
Okay.
And so, at one point, they really wanted him. So you can't say no to something like that.
no.
Are we losing a big piece? Definitely. It's just it's my job. It's our job, Rusty and I, to find people that are going to fill that spot and fill that role.
As we were talking moments ago before we went on air, it's the ultimate good news, bad news scenario where you want kids to advance,
Especially from
but
your
at the
program,
same
right?
time
So-
you're hosting.
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, that's the third one now.
Yeah,
That's the third one this year that
you're
we've lost to Major Junior.
hosting the Dudley Hewitt Cup. You lose a goaltender and the two forwards off your top line.
Exactly, yeah.
To Major Junior. I mean, it's a feather in the gold miner's cap, but at the same time, it's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Again, so we're happy for that's like I said, that's the third player to do so this year for us. My only beef against it is how the process is done, and I think we're not going to get into the details. It's too complicated.
Yeah, it is
but
complicated.
but to make a long story short, I think it needs to be revised as to how this works with dates and cut dates and whatnot.
Right.
When you lose a player this late, like the cut date is what, Monday? The
Well,
final date?
they're more than one. They're 3 in all.
But basically, you
it's
lose a guy
complicated.
this late, you should be able to replace his card, which right now you can't. So
So anyhow,
Okay, before we get to this weekend, maybe a word. One guy you did require lately, Blake Anderson. Defenseman of the month for the NOJHL in December.
Yeah, he's put up quite a few points there lately. Blake came to us, I believe, probably right around October, and I think it took a little time for him to adjust to the speed. He has very good offensively. We hope that for the remainder of the year he keeps up offensively, and not only that, but as well defensively. It's one thing to score the points. Just make sure you keep the puck out of the net as well.
And for Kirkland Lakers who may see me one day in the future wearing a cheese head,
Yeah, that's great.
Blake Anderson brought me the
Right.
cheese head.
So, Mark, this is we're back at it, and it's a 6-game homestand, so you could definitely make some hay here, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean it'll be a very tough schedule for now. Going on in. I think we have the Sioux on Saturday. I think Thursday of next week we are hosting Cochrane, I believe. So those are big games. We got to take it one game at a time here. We want Friday to come out versus Erica Falls, make sure that we come off to a good start. We want to play our brand, our style.
And what's your style?
Well, we brought in a couple of different things now from since the tournament that I went to. There are a couple of things that we're implementing. We'll see how they're going to go. Just a couple of different types of different offensive strategies.
Little
that we'll see
adjustments?
a couple of adjustments. See how that goes.
Okay.
Again, there are a couple of days here. We are sitting at 11 forwards and 6D. So you never know what's going to happen here in the next couple of days. We may be able to acquire a couple of players. So we'll see how that's going to go as well.
Sioux Thunderbirds on Saturday night?
They are 30-3, by the way.
Yes.
Number 3 ranked in the country, I do believe.
I don't know. I don't
3 or 4.
I don't really pay attention to those rankings.
Somewhere around, but they're up there, highly regarded.
But first of all, we're focused on Erica Falls here.
We've got to focus on Erica Falls because you know what? Even before the Christmas break, Erica Falls, I think, knocked off. I believe it was Elliott Lake at home, and I believe they gave Powassan a run for their money as well.
This is a tough league.
So, well, look what happened last night.
This is a tough league.
So
you got to show up and play, or you're going to get beat.
People who don't follow it that close, the Gold Miners are 3rd in their East, but they're only 3 points out of 2nd, and they're 8 points behind Cochrane for 1st. So if you make some hay on this 6-game homestand, things can change.
Yeah, nobody's out of reach yet. I mean, you still have
Our
your fate
division
in
is
your
too
hands.
strong for that. Our division is too strong for a team to pull away.
That's right.
It's too strong. You know, we're playing a good chunk of our season versus Timmins, Cochrane, and Cochrane. Okay?
Erica Falls, right?
And Erica Falls. Okay. But there's also Timmins and Cochrane in there. It is too tough of a division for us, for any team to pull out in front, way ahead of everyone else.
No.
That's just the way it is
And
in our
Timmins has
division.
had some big wins, you know.
Well, and not only that, they've ended up picking quite a few players of late from Major June that are helping them.
Right.
And I've always said since day one, Timmins is a better team than what people were making them out to be, even back in September.
Yeah, you have said that all along, for sure.
Okay, so are you a little nervous about not being on the ice for a while, Mark? And
yes and no. It all depends how you look at it. The last thing I wanted is for us to come back. Let's say the players report back December 31st, and all the chaos of, let's say, the travel,
right,
or even January 1st and play on January 2nd. With the guys being at home and not really doing much.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be better for us to miss that weekend out. Come back Monday, have the guys have maybe a longer break than the others, but at least have 3 or 4 practices under their belt to before they play a game. So, we'll all see how that's going to turn out.
And I guess
on Friday.
everybody's relatively healthy after all this too, right? So
Yeah, exactly. A couple of bumps and bruises, but I mean, everybody's healthy right now. But at 11 forwards and 6D, you hope that you're going to be healthy.
Yeah, it's a very thin line there.
Yeah. Well, okay, it starts tomorrow night, Erica Falls, and then Saturday night, the Sioux Thunderbirds, which is always an exciting game for sure. Every time you guys match up, which isn't too often, right? A couple times.
Well, that's what is it? That's the second time second and last time that they'll be in here. So,
which is a shame, but that's the way it is. Right?
Yeah, and hopefully we get good crowds over the weekend, and hopefully, like you said, Greg, it's going to be a good January here coming up.
Yeah, lots of home games. 6
home games in January. It's going to be a real good weekend. A couple of good teams in town this weekend, competitive games. Come on out, check it out. 7:30 at the complex tomorrow.
And by the way, I just got to say, I said I'd say this to the Carleton Place guys, the Carleton Place crew. When I was with Team East with them at the evaluation camp, I told them I'd say hi to them. Apparently, some of them listen to the radio show. So hey, boys.
Did you say something against them?
How boring is life in Ottawa that y'all got to turn on a radio and listen to Kirkland Lake on a Thursday morning?
Hey, they said they listened to you and Greg. That's what they said.
I used to like people in Ottawa.
There's got to be some way of me to make money off this somehow.
I mean, somebody give Jason Clark his own show.
Okay, Mark, well, good luck this weekend.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, Mark, have a good one. We'll see you on the weekend. Head coach and GM Marc Lafleur of your Kirkland Lake Gold Miners joining us in studio this morning. And good morning, Carleton Place Canadian fans as well this morning.